The OHL looks ahead at each of our teams as the 2023-24 OHL season quickly approaches. Joining me now is Brantford Bulldogs head coach McKee. Coach, new beginnings in Brantford. What has the preseason experience been like, and how have you enjoyed settling into the new community?
I think it's been excellent. The community has really welcomed us with open arms. The season tickets are flying through the roof, so I think opposing teams are going to get a full barn most nights, if not every night. And the players are in this sport. You have to get used to change. You have to embrace change, and that's kind of the message that we've given them. And the players have done a great job with it.
Your team made some big moves last season, bringing in a pair of players who really seemed to hit their stride in black and gold. One being Seal Panwar and the other Nick Lardis, who is now a Chicago Blackhawks prospect. What makes Nick such a goal-scoring threat?
Well, I think with Nick, number one, he's a really focused kid. He's mature past his age. He's really focused and getting better and working hard. Obviously on the ice, he's got electric speed, a great shot that's very accurate, and he's a good playmaker. So he's a threat all around when he's in the offensive zone. And I think for opposing D, he's a bit of a nightmare just with his speed. If they start in a 50-50 position with him, I don't think there's many guys that are going to catch him or keep up with him. So there's a really good kid that's very focused and has a lot of tools.
A guy who has maybe flown under the radar the past few seasons in the OHL, but he's shown an ability to play alongside some really talented players and fit right in. Patrick Thomas was a fourth-round pick of the Washington Capitals. I'm sure his contributions don't go unnoticed by you and the rest of the coaching staff.
Oh, well, no. Patty's been exceptional for us. And if you look at the path he's taken, he started on the fourth line for us the year we won a championship and worked his way onto the penalty kill. He worked his way from the wing to center, and eventually worked his way to Mason McTavish and Ryan Winterton, wanting him on their line. So I think, as much as we've been impressed by him as coaches, he's impressed his teammates through his work ethic and his preparation and ultimately what he does on the ice. He just makes anyone we put him with, he makes the guys around him better. And he's a player that everyone wants to play with.
Former first-round pick Jorian Donovan returns for his 19-year-old season. Did his game really take a step forward last year?
I did. I think Jorian, he's really matured over the years. He knows that, after getting a taste of the AHL at the end of last season, he played a couple of games with Belleville. I think he realized that he really has to put a focus in defending well. He'll always have his offensive tools. He's a big, strong kid. He comes into camp very well prepared every year, and he's just got a great positive attitude. So, I think for him, we've talked, and his focus is going to be being a really good defensive defenseman. And then, like I said, his offensive game is up there with the best in the league. So it'll always be there. The real goal for him is making him that complete all-around player as both a shutdown guy and an offensive producer.
Finally, you've got some depth in the crease right now with veteran Matteo Drobak and Tristan Malbeuf on the depth chart. David Egrov comes off a long playoff run with the Hamilton Kilty Bees last year. Too much good goaltending is never a bad thing, is it?
No, we feel we have two number ones in Drobak and Malbeuf. They split time last season. They both played in the playoffs and both have the ability to steal games. So we're very fortunate to have two exceptional goaltenders, the age categories they're in. David Egrov is really impressed. I think he's a real up-and-coming goalie. Only 17 right now, so there's going to be some speed bumps along the way. That's to be expected. But, we see him as one of the top goalies in his age category throughout all of Canada, really. So we want to get him some playing time, keep everybody active, and we're very fortunate for the three goalies that we have in that position.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. I wish you and the Bulldogs the best of luck this season.
Thank you very much. Always my pleasure.